Hello everybody, happy Friday, hope you're doing very, very well, and it's part 2 of this little vintage football shirts opening. I did the first one on Tuesday. We had that Reindorf Alltag shirt, and now we have a shirt that maybe is a little bit more familiar with most of you watching. So let's just get it open and see what is in here. Ta-da! Don't need you, don't care about the invoicing. So then, there we go. Now it does have the club crest there, if you can read it, and it has the manufacturer. And then we have, there we go, the shirt. That's pretty cool. So let's get this one opened and see what it looks like in person. So it definitely is the shirt I ordered. Always a great start. It's been a while since that's happened, isn't it? Do we have any more paper in here? I can hear rustling. Yes, indeed. There we go. Come on, get rid of it. Ooh, this feels very nice. There we go. We have some sponsors on the bottom. Do we have anything on the top? We do indeed. Now we have a tricolor, we have a flag, and then we also have a Stadio Paolo Mazza, 1982 to 2022. That is the stadium of this team, and that was when the stadium name was named, well, the Stadio Paolo Mazza. So what's that? 40 years? 40 years worth of that stadium. Now let's bring it around the front. And there we go. So we have the shirt. So we have this rather unique and interesting design that's in a turquoise colour in the bottom there. Not only that, we have a sponsor there with more flag. And then, of course, we have the club crest, which has this sort of silicone-esque sort of styling. And then we have some sponsors on the sleeves. And then we have, of course, the Macron Hero logo. We know as soon as Macron are involved, it's going to be a nice shirt. So let me dress the mannequin and I'll come back to you and explain to you a little bit about what's going on here. Okay then, so there is the shirt, and it's, well, I mean, let's be honest, firstly, the shirt design is chef's kiss, but it fits, well, pretty nicely on the mannequin. This is a rather hinge mannequin. I bought medium and it certainly fits nicely. So if you're looking to buy one, just buy the size you probably would. This is, of course, Spal, S-P-A-L, and it's their third shirt from 2022-2023, last season. Bought from Vintage Football Shirts, obviously, and this one cost me £33.25, so a little bit cheaper than the Alltag shirt. Now, at the time of recording, they still have quite a few of these available in varying sizes, and not only that, they have plenty of other Spal shirts. They must have been given a whole catalogue of them and gone, there you go, try and sell all of these. So, Spal were formed in 1916, so they are quite an old team there, and they come from the city of Ferrara, which is in the north of Italy. Now the club currently plays in Serie C, the third division, and things aren't going well for them this season. They find themselves second from bottom, at least at the time of recording. Not going well, especially considering last season they got relegated from Serie B, the second division, so things aren't going very well at all. And then when you consider in 2019-2020 they were in Serie A, the top division, things really haven't gone very well. But it's unfortunately a story we have seen time and time again in Italy. So fingers crossed they don't totally disappear, but don't be too surprised if that unfortunately does happen. So they've never actually won the top division. Probably not too surprising, though they have a couple of second division titles to their name. And also I think they were runners-up in the Coppa Italia, I think if I remember correctly. Now, for the majority of last season, they actually played without a sponsor. You'll probably think, I don't remember them being a sponsor on this one. It was just towards the end of the season, maybe the last few games when they sort of partnered up with this team here. And yeah, that's where they seem to have got the shirts from. From what I can tell, this actual third shirt wasn't actually worn with a sponsor. It was just the home and the away shirts. But out of the 3 shirts released that season, this one was certainly the best, so I thought, well, I'm going to grab that one then. Not really bothered if it wasn't played in or not. So it's manufactured by Macron, not too surprising because, of course, they're Macron, they're an Italian company, but Macron make the best shirts, as we know. Now, the main graphic here, you're thinking, what is this? Well, it looks like it's some sort of geographical thing, and it usually is the case. And it is the case. What you see here is the area surrounding the stadium, and in fact, the club have kindly put a little thing saying, this is where the stadium is. So that's where the stadium is. And of course, these are just the roads leading to it. So that's pretty cool. It seems like this is a tribute to the stadium because, of course, as I mentioned previously, on the back of the neck there, it has the stadium name. Not only that, you of course have the Tricolore, the Italian flag on the back there, and of course they have it on the front of the sponsor, so you definitely know where you are. Now on the inside of the collar, where the little Macron and the sizing is, it actually says "You will never walk alone," in Italian of course, but that's just seemingly a universal language for football fans everywhere. Now the current season they're still with Macron. They've been with Macron for quite a number of years now, and it seems like they, well, don't have a sponsor again, which is not too unsurprising if you're sort of struggling towards the bottom. The away shirt, the black one, actually looks pretty smart, so if they were to find a sponsor, I think that one would be a pretty cool one to own. But there we go, that's it. So I've been wanting to get one of these shirts for a while. There was, I can't remember if it was a third shirt or an away shirt, I think it was a third shirt, which again had the stadium one, but it's more of just a general graphic of a sponsor on the front there. I think, in fact, I think Vintage Football Shirts still have them for sale. I was always going to grab one of those, but obviously I didn't. And I think this one I kind of probably prefer. I kind of like the turquoise. I like this little graphic, that's interesting. And I don't know, something about this material. It feels a little bit silky. Not something I would usually say a Macron would do. And it feels like, almost like it's player-esque. I don't know if that's the case. I'm sure I've seen they've got player stuff on the website as well. I don't know if that is. That's a bonus, isn't it? But yeah, let me know, what do you think about this one? It's definitely a really nice shirt. I'm very pleased to own it. So yeah, a couple of cool shirts. I don't think you would be wrong to say for this week. I mean, if you think these two are cool, and they are cool, then trust me, I've got some really nice shirts to comb. I just got to try and fit them in, because of course I'm going to have to start thinking about what are my best shirts added to my collection for the year of 2023. Definitely been plenty of them, and I always remember, well, I always forget, should I say, the ones that I've been doing at the beginning of the year, and I look back and go, oh yeah, I remember that one, we did that. It's been a very, very busy year for football shirts. I think I've spent the most, and I've also bought the most this year, so it will be a little bit more difficult, maybe, find the top 10, but I'm sure we can do that. So that's it. Thank you as always for watching the videos. I hope you have a great weekend, and then yeah, we'll see each other again on Tuesday. Goodbye.